Right there, it was supposed to be tonight at 8:15. And that's for whatever number they gave you?
Yo, I'm going by your PO number. That's what we go by here. This PO number right here.
All right. Drive shaft. She got the carrier bag. Ooh, all dirty. Drive shaft complete. Back to tarping, or actually strapping. And that's what actually moves up and down and pushes on the spring. Those head bolts are probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to get out. And a JB Hunt one. Oh, that was nice of you. 19765 for Fleet Guard. So that is a wrap. What do you think? You good?
Every state is probably going to be different.
Loads are getting a little better, guys, but we're out of air fresheners. Oh, so we come to the place that smells very well. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. It was very good, though. Okay, guys, so we had a flavor that I really liked. Couldn't find it anymore, but they don't have it on the little ones when you take the tag off that shows you what it was, but the lady in there, forgot her name, super helpful.
Yes, this is me.
So it was 5 for 28 bucks. Not that good of a price, but we'll take it. All right, smell good, look good, you play good, they pay good. Try to find a low, but the rates are up this week, which is good. The only bad thing about Bed Bath & Beyond, what is it? Is it Bath & Body Works? What is it?
You kill me. That is so funny.
Like is the fact that it's off this road called Woodruff.
Bath & Body Works, by the way.
Which is like today on a Monday before traffic time. It is not too bad. It's 97 degrees outside right now.
But for some reason, I always want to go on a Saturday.
And this Red Robin place, their gas used to be like $1 more than anywhere else. And they were actually selling gas. It wasn't like they had a fake price. Like, look up here. Okay, I'll look up my thing. But $3.39 for regular. I guarantee it's probably like $2.80 at Sam's Club.
Yeah, I guarantee.
Costco. Anyways, we'll see what the electric Honda is doing over there with their snazzy wheels, and we're going to get back to home. And they're coming up on the rates. But look at this Landstar load, guys. $650 for 40,000 pounds. What are they doing? What are you doing? But Tailwind, a broker I've never worked with, they were at 800, then they bumped to 900. Now they're at 1,000. I told them 1,250. You got my truck, so. We'll see, but we can't really go up below 1,200, especially if it's a heavy load. If it was a light load, you think about it, less fuel, less wear and tear in the truck. But hey, Stanton Optical, got a big old place in the corner. I thought it used to be a food place. Maybe not.
I think it might have been.
All right, I need to get behind you, Burgundy, Hyundai, or whatever you are. Come on, give me a window. Give me a window.
It's a Chevrolet.
Is that a Chevrolet?
Chevrolet.
Is that what it's called? Oh, he's turning too. Okay, that's why he's going so slow. All right, now we'll get in there.
It's a hatchback.
Rubbing his racing. When's the last time you ate at IHOP?
A long time.
Yeah, my goodness. And right back there with that
Actually,
guy
I think the last time we had IHOP was with your dad.
Probably. I think we did eat IHOP, yeah, over in the Atlanta area with his new girlfriend. My dad's fiance. They're getting married in September, which is awesome. Yes, sir. All right, let's get home. Somehow Murphy got some kind of substance on his ear, probably from one of these two. I cleaned up Murphy's ear. Do you know if you drop something on him, like some barbecue sauce? What'd you drop on him? What was it? He had it all over his ear. Tiki's mad at you for doing it. Look at him.
I don't want to tell you now.
What was it, sauce?
I was eating Chef Boyardee and I wanted to give him a meatball. But then when I dropped it...
So you dropped it on his head?
No, I dropped it
Poor
so
little
he could
dude.
eat it, but then he moved and it landed on his ear.
Well, he just got another bath 2 days in a row. But yeah, this load was up. This load I did for $1,000. Did you guys go all the way there? Really? That was quick. So their new back path that got rained out for the...
But they put sand on it.
I saw that. We rode over it yesterday.
Yeah, there was this path.
They moved it over.
No, you know how it's like a little sucked in.
Island.
I went through that and it was fell through the water.
Because your tires get sucked in?
Oh, yeah, but I went in the other path and then I went over the middle.
There you go.
Because there was water on the other side.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you can. The sodas are not cold yet, so you might want to wait or have a Capri Sun or a Gatorade. Milky. Anyways, so this load I ran for $1,000 the week of 4th of July, which everything goes up because everyone's on vacation. What I found out, guys, is the week after 4th of July, a lot of people are still on vacation, so rates stay pretty good or go up. The week after that, when everybody comes back to work, the rates went to nothing last week. And then this week, they're kind of coming up again, so I'm happy about it. But anyways, look at this quote right here. It said, I emailed them too many times.
How many times did you email?
I don't know, probably 4 or 5. And so I said, okay, well, and I just responded with, okay, I appreciate it. Just not a really good way to do business. And that's why I left it at. So I didn't know if I was blocked or not for emailing back. Same load's up today, and we might get it right now because 800, which is more understandable. It used to be like 600-700 to Atlanta in the beginning of trucking before inflation hit the roof and everything cost 3 times as much. So we might get that one. It'd be nice. For 800, they said it was covered. Then he came back and said, my apologies, it's not covered. So we'll see. But that one, he said 800, we can do it. He wanted my MC and my truck number. We'll see if we get it. Shoes in the garage. Thank you.
Maybe out here because I ride my dirt bike.
Maybe out there if you ride your dirt bike again. Today is Kyle and Mommy Day. So they're going to make, what are you guys going to make?
The only thing that I'm going to eat is marshmallows.
Oh, yummy. Okay. That's very nutritious for you.
Marshmallows.
Taco Bell is showing me a new chicken taco. It looks amazing.
Ooh, I have chicken taco.
Look at that taco on TV. Looks good. Crispy chicken tacos. Anyways, so it's her and Colin time, so they're gonna make some kind of popcorn.
Minecraft popcorn squares.
What's in this bucket right here?
Oh,
I know what
to
it
get
is.
white. You just gotta. I have to. They're just sometimes white clothes get dingy, so I obviously clean them and let them set for like an hour or 2, and then wash them.
Okay.
Look at the water. It's weird.
So guess what? We got lost cash stone again.
We did lose cash this one again. That's amazing.
Probably.
We found it in a pool bag. We found it in a pool bag last time.
Go look and see if it's in the
Let's
pool
go see
bag,
the pool
please.
bag. But anyways, we'll see if we get this load. They asked me for my ETA to shipper, so we might get it. Well, hello. Someone's been taking naps a lot lately. Are you growing?
No, it's because I want to take long naps while I can.
Because you're growing. You don't realize it, but you are. You're going to be a 6-footer pretty soon, which is going to be crazy, crazy. All right, they're making popcorn and chocolate downstairs, and I got a load. I'll see you soon, okay? I love you, boy.
Yeah.
There are those air fresheners we're talking about. That new one, whatever the heck that one is, smells amazing. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. And that couch, I think we sold it. Someone's coming to pick it up today. The old couch is going to go in this room without some of the pieces on it because it's too big. I think we're going to take out that one little section right there. It'll fit in there better because it's a nice couch, just not cozy comfortable. That one smells awesome too. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. It looks green, not
Can I
chocolatey.
touch it now?
Well, because we're making Minecraft blocks.
Oh, Minecraft blocks.
It's creepers.
That's creepers. Okay, I love you guys.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Man, oh man, does it feel good to be back in the saddle. Let's get the big old girl, but also, someone left the truck in here, so I got to bring that back to him. Oh, yeah. Cut the grass yesterday. Let's make sure this stays here in case you're missing it. All right. Oh goodness, the train is here. We got to get past it before it hits the the backup mode, because once those black tankers right there, woo, get dropped at that place, it'll be blocked for a while. But hey, nice little 2 engine. Let's get past before they stop. They still got to unhook, so we got a little bit of time. Ooh, we got to make it in time. All right, big old girl and friends, let's go. So grateful to be back at it. Let's do a good free trip. Hasn't been shoot, it's been over a week. The week after 4th of July, we did a couple loads, 3-4 loads, a couple short ones and one long one, but that was it. But it was nice to see the negotiations come up a little bit today, and also the loads are still on the board from the whole previous week, so they must have just not ran anything. Let's fire up and pre-trip. Tires are looking good, trailers looking good, oil looked good, coolant looked good. Nothing is cracked, bent, or broken, but it is hot out here. Let's go. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get a bumper on this thing. It'll be awesome. And I gotta say, those cookies came out pretty good for T-Dubs and the boys. And do they all like them? I don't know. Let's see.
What do you think, Kai?
Good.
Are you happy about your little creation? What about you? You happy about his creation?
I don't say
And you, Cash Pash?
Can I
No.
have chocolate? Yeah, sure. It said I don't say blah, blah, blah.
Well, at least Kylan likes them. He's the one that wanted them. He saw it on some short or something. So, thanks to them for making up for them. But it is still hot out here, guys. It says 105 on the truck. Air conditioner has started to cool down. So we will move the windows up. Let the air checks go through. We're building pressure. We're like 110 now, but the trailer just got pushed in. If you don't know about trucks and trailers, The truck has its own separate air system, and then you have a blue line and a red line. Emergency line is the red, blue is the service, emergency is the red. So that red line is like always constant air, the blue is the service, like when you're using your brake pedal and stuff. So, and then there's of course the electrical cable. But that has its own tank in the back of the trailer that has to fill also. And my truck has a Hendrickson air system, which will automatically inflate all your tires to 100 PSI, like 105 I think it is. So that's awesome. I highly recommend having that system on there. And there'll be a light on the front of your trailer that will come on if there's anything wrong back there. Like if you're running during the day or at night and you all of a sudden see that light come on, easier at night, you know you got a problem somewhere where there's a leak, either in a brake chamber or one of the tires. So yeah, we're letting that air up and then we'll get to going. My seat's a little high. Let's come down a little bit. There you go. All right, nice to be back in the truck though. Nice to hear this thing and see these gauges. Let's get over there. And my stereo just turned on randomly by itself. Big old girl let me know that she's glad I'm back. It'll do that all the time. It'll do that sometimes when you're sleeping. It just turns on to FM radio all by itself. I don't know what it has in mind of its own. It's a Kenworth Sirius satellite. I don't know if it actually makes the stereo, because it just says Kenworth on it. It doesn't say Jensen or nothing like that, but for a 2012 truck, which this one is, has its own stereo mind of its own. Okay, let's get up there. We're going only 9 miles away pickup, and then straight through to Atlanta. Okay. Put the air to the tractor, drop it in second gear, and we're off. I tell you what, they must be super on that fraud still. It says 101 degrees still out here, but just had a call, like a check call to see when I was going to be there. I was like, about 2 minutes. And like, okay, well, we'll give you your pickup number now. So they don't give you your pickup number until like they notice on your tracking that you're going to be there right now. I'm like, wow. So, and they also asked me to confirm my DOT on the side of my truck. So I guess there must still be a ton of fraud out there, guys, but that is unfortunate. But that's why they want you to jump through hoops. They made me verify again, front and back of my driver's license, all that stuff. So I wish they had a way to vet it more, but unfortunately, I wish also that MCs weren't available to be sold, because just because I changed my address on my DOT, I got like a 30-day hold on some of these brokers. There's a truck pulling in here, so that makes me feel better about the fact that we're about to take a right turn right here. But yeah, I wish MCs couldn't be sold, because that's why they have so much of this fraud. There's another company will buy it and then just steal loads, I guess, or double broker them, which means that they are booking it. Yeah, it's a Walmart trailer, good, because this is going to Walmart. So I would definitely feel weird about pulling in here unless I saw another Walmart trailer. But it's where we're going. It's American Plastics. I wonder what they're making. Let's look for the signs that say trucks, because it looks a little sketchy straight ahead. We do have Steelings, Stillang. That's not where we're going. Golf cart accessories. Yeah, that's not where we're going. Okay. So straight ahead, I guess. Cut some trees down. But yeah, I mean, super 14-step verification to get the load. I'm like, okay. And this one loads till 3:30. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. Do we have a guard at the guard shack? It appears not. The lights are on. There's a TV in there. Is there anybody in there? I can't see past the TV. That's probably why. Let's see. TV, nobody home. Nobody home. Okay. Continue forward. Find a gear. There we go. Found a gear. When I say find a gear, it means I'm trying to flow gears. I'm trying not to use my clutch brake, which slows down the transmission to match the speed of the engine. Once that speed's about the same, the rotation speed, you can drop. Okay, that's sour. That's sour brands. That's for the mayonnaise. We're going to AP Plastics. Okay, straight ahead. Anyways, I'm just trying to float the gear where the transmission is or the engine's slowing enough, or the transmission's slowing enough to match the speed of the other. And once they're about the same speed, you can put it in gear without having to use the clutch. There's some nice cinder blocks right there to mess up your tire if you hit over those. Nice and wide. But anyways, yeah, that's what I was doing right there, trying to find a gear, trying to find the same speed. AP straight ahead, which is the American Plastics, I believe, and then to our right. I wish they made that sign bigger. You can barely read that thing, and I got really good eyes. I'm not blocking anybody if I pull behind this guy, so I'm gonna do that. Got a JB Hunt power only. I highly recommend not doing that. That's their rates every time. Well, at least I've seen. Well, no, it says on the side of his truck leased to JB Hunt. You can see that little yellow symbol. So he's probably got better rates because he's actually part of their network. But yeah, let's get in here because we only have till 3:30 to check in. Grab my water bottle because it's hot. Yeah, he's leased to JB Hunt. Otherwise, the power only stuff is not really worth it unless you're, I don't know. I guess that's kind of what Landstar's whole platform is, power only, because you're pulling their trailers, but it's a different setup owner operator, but they take 35%. All right, let's get in here. Never been here before. That place is crazy house right now. We got door 13, which is awesome. It's a blessing. Hope they can load us quickly. It's just like Sterilite totes for Hyper Tough, which is like Walmart's brand. So that's a bunch of them in there. But they're like, you guys need to stop coming in at 3 o'clock when it's a 3:30 cutoff. I'm like, hey, they don't start paying until it gets close to the end of the day. She's like, I know. I'm like, all right. Somebody left the outhouse open to freshen it up. Let's get into 13. There's another truck. A Werner truck just showed up right in front of us. Oh yeah. Let's get big old girl's doors open. I mean, the Schneider truck was just here right before we got here. The Saya truck just pulled in. After that, then we got another JB Hunt and another Werner, and that black truck pulled in right behind us as we were pulling in, the one right in front of us. Yeah, everybody showed up late. They need to move this stuff. So yeah, trucking is still there. Just good old broker games. We need to get these customers to renegotiate their rates, which adapts with the times of inflation and repair costs through the roof, operating costs through the roof, everything's through the roof. Diesel's not too bad. I forgot what Trucking Made Successful said. It's down like 10% year over year or something, 10, 15%, which does not give you that much leeway for the rest of the expenses that you have. Just grateful for a load over there. Looking out of Atlanta tomorrow, even tonight, if I get something out of there. I'll probably spend the night out there, maybe see my dad in the morning. I will definitely spend the night out there. I need to get some kind of loads under my belt in this market. But am I going to be sitting out there all day tomorrow till end of the afternoon before we get a load? Because that's when they actually start to pay what it's worth? I don't know. But everybody kind of negotiates the same and makes their truck work for them. We can all kind of at least pay the bills with these trucks, you know? All right, let's back it into this door, take off our red airline, and wait for our paperwork. She didn't say nothing, but she just pulled my red airline, and then she was yelling at the Werner guy, like, get your truck in there, come on. Trying to get home. So I'm gonna hook up my red airline again and pull my wheel chalk. Get ready for that paperwork, and we gotta go. I just opened the door, and she said, he bring you your paperwork yet? I said, uh-uh. She said, okay, I'll be right back. So she's on it. Let me pull out a little bit, get my door shut for her. Got some clouds are forming. He got my paperwork and I started pulling out and walking back to put my seal on, and she said, oh, they put the strap on for me. Awesome. Nice at the top. She said, keep going because this guy needs to get back in there. Alrighty, let's go. Let's get to Atlanta. Traffic, I can't wait. And if you're new to trucking, you ever wonder why I always close one door before I put my strap on? It's because I use that door to hold on to pull myself up. Makes it a lot easier. Make sure it's secured, of course. And you're good to go. All right, let's go. Car dealership road straight ahead of us. And we have a short runway on this on-ramp to get up to speed, but 60 miles an hour anyways, but most people go about 65. Let's trade with the Honda CR-V. We got a Honda Accord coming. Let's see if they're paying attention, because I need to get behind you, Honda Accord. Go ahead. Go. You're going to stop all the way? Okay, he's the young guy. Young driver. Let's switch a gear now since we dropped so much speed. All right, he's came to a complete stop. All right, all right. He would have just kept going. I would have shot behind him, but we're all good. Blinker on, blinker off. And it said a 40,000 pound load, and it's actually 13,000 pound load, which is awesome for fuel and wear and tear. I love it. It looks like the clouds are just over there. Let's see if we got clear skies off towards Atlanta. I'm not sure. Be careful on these kind of on-ramps too if you start pushing it too hard with speed. Especially if you got a tanker load or something and it shifts on you. Oh yeah. All right, we got a nice little runway behind us. Here we go. Let's get going up the speed. And it looks like there's clouds over there too, but not the dark ones. Yeah, but there's all the dealerships right there on that road if we wouldn't have got off. All right, let's find 85 and get to Atlanta. So far, so good on 85. Not so good for that split axle flatbed over there. Hopefully he's just getting a little weight check or something. Hopefully it wasn't speeding. Nothing like that. Don't want to speed through Greenville. No, no, no. They are on it. Especially this little corridor right here from Greenville out towards Atlanta. It is just a lot of STDOT for sure. Keep it slow. We'll go to 2 lanes in a little bit. We will stop and get something to eat. We have about an hour of time, and it's already got traffic in Atlanta, so it's already accounting for that, which is awesome. We have about an hour of leeway between our appointment and leaving. So it says we'll be there about 7:15 right now, and we have an 8:15 appointment. So, oh yeah, and Walmart is super strict. Sam's Club, Walmart, whatever, same thing. They are pretty dang strict on half an hour before or after your appointment. It's supposed to be like an hour, but they don't give you much leeway. So be careful. Always be on time to Walmart. And we're praying for no major backups on this highway, because then we'll have to reschedule. We don't want that. Positive vibes, we're going to make it, no problem. Look at those clouds, and I do not know what this truck's doing right here in front of us. Oh, I get what it is. It's one of the in-tows. Taking it back down to South America probably. I'm not sure where it's going, but almost causing a couple wrecks. Having a couple guys slam on their brakes because up the hills he's not going so fast. But Toyota pulling a Nissan. All right, all right. Taking them wherever they're taking them. But yeah, those clouds look a little menacing off to the left. All right, we're past him. He's got New York plates on the Tacoma. Let's keep going. Love means ever missing Buc-ee's. 237 miles to Buc-ee's. I know the new Buc-ee's is starting or opening up down 95. I can't wait to take my next load down there, because I think they opened up July 1st. So if I got a Savannah load, now I can get a little Buc-ee's food, a little brisket on the way down and back. Oh yeah, because the furthest one, closest one past that was the PGA Golf exit. I forget the name of that exit or city, but it's north of Daytona, and then Daytona has one also. So those are the 2 closest ones for me. Also, if I go towards Florence, South Carolina, they have them out there too, but that's it. Now I have one on that Jacksonville route. As long as I can get those $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 loads to Jacksonville, I'll be back in business. Just praying, keeping positive outlook, positive vibes. Let's get on over to Atlanta. There's that beautiful lake. We have a little, looks like the water level's still pretty high up there. Little slow down sign up here. I thought there might be someone on the right, like a police officer, but just telling you slow down. But we're only going 62 miles an hour right here, 63, so just telling everybody slow down probably. Almost into Georgia. Someone lost the old Airstream or something right there. Man, that thing is beat up. How did it end up in the woods like that? Might have disconnected from the truck and they just left it. I'm not sure. Also, there was a sign in the middle of the highway, a big one, big green one. That was completely obliterated, so save the signs. And we have some sunshine. We stopped at the exit 160 Pilot real quick, Flying J. Is it a Pilot? No, it's Flying J. And we just paid $12,000, guys. We are back in business for another year. It was a hard decision to make, but I just tried to book a load with Pepsi, which was gonna book it with me, but because my insurance is 5 days out of expiring, within 5 days, which is exactly 5 days, they would not book the load with me. That's crazy. So I remember this from before, but it used to be like if the load delivered on past the date that your insurance was expiring, then it was not gonna happen, but it's probably different for all brokerages. But for me, it was 5 days out for Pepsi, so we just paid 12 grand. So we are in it to win it for another year. Back in trucking, guys. I appreciate all of your comments. This guy came right in my face. I pulled up in a fuel island, but I need to turn around now and go out the other way. All of your comments on Landstar, or some guys said go to Cree, some guys said lease on to people, some said 88% other places. I truly believe when it's a decent market or even a great market, that being on your own is the best way. Even though there's contracted freight, sometimes those rates are super low. Some people said that Landstar does have its own rates, but just seeing what I've seen from other guys out there, it's pretty comparable to the rates that I get on the open market or the spot market. But then again, they take 35%. But then people said that they take only 28% if you use your own trailer, which is even better, but still that's 28%, 30% of the load. Almost a third of the load. So I appreciate all your comments, guys, but I'm just going to try and stick with it one more year with what we do, but all your comments about getting a flatbed just to diversify what I can do has made me think maybe I'll go buy a flatbed. So I don't know if I'll sell my other dry van. I'll probably keep both dry vans and then also put in a 48-foot flatbed or a 53-foot flatbed. The step deck, a little bit more expensive for a good one. A flatbed, not hard at all to get one of those. So we might just go grab a regular old flatbed and open up that for lumber or whatever else we can put on there. So, alrighty. A lot of guys were saying, sorry, you guys had a lot of comments on that last video, so I didn't specifically pick out any, but some of you said that even with flatbed, you can do some of these hot shot loads that are out there. And they said it kind of feels like if you know who I'm talking about, I appreciate your comment, man, but said it kind of feels empty because you have like one piece of equipment on your flatbed, but it pays really well if it's a hot shot load that needs to go somewhere. So, appreciate them all though, and we are, which is just out of 100 miles. We've got to go through Atlanta, but we'll be going to Atlanta a little bit past the rush hour, which makes it a little bit better. We did get the bypass on the, this nice oversized Peterbilt. What's he pulling? What's he got? Some kind of electrical equipment with 4 coils on top of it. I was going to film the truck, the weigh station, all that, but I was on the phone with my insurance agency. United Commercial Insurance, they're in my description below. They are amazing. I know everyone tries to compete for your business. Insurance for trucking is a big business, guys. They make anywhere from 8 to 15% of your premium. So of course, if your premium is a little bit more, it's going to benefit them. But for me, United Commercial has been awesome. They've been on my side. They also go above and beyond. Like I had a incident where I was rear-ended by a random F-250, which was like brand new. He must have been going 100 and something miles an hour, and he came over the hill and just nailed the back of this cement trailer when I was pulling cement. And because of that, even though it was not my fault, didn't pay nothing out, they paid for the complete repair of the trailer. I think they actually ended up buying the trailer. And all that, it still goes on your record. And United Commercial Insurance went and batted for me, and you have to like prove that it wasn't your fault at all. Otherwise, they treat it pretty much as like an accident that could have been preventable. I'm like, whoa, I got rear-ended, man. With a guy going super Mach 20, so, and he said he was trying to miss deer, but anyways, if you watch that episode that I made a full episode on that. I felt like the towing company and the state trooper were kind of buddies, and they wrote it up to not mess with the guy who rear-ended me too bad and hurt his insurance, like he avoided a deer instead of just ramming the heck out of my truck. Anyways, because of that, and also in my personal vehicle, guys, my big lifted Ram, my white one. T-Dubs and I were a day before Christmas Eve going out to dinner, and a guy just completely came across the median, did not merge into the center lane, and just ran into the back of the tire. I was in the left lane of the Ram, and as he was going to hit me, I tried to tell T-Dubs, oh my gosh, we're going to get hit, and I tried to swerve over to the right lane, and he just hit us. Cracked the whole wheel, put a hole in the tire, moved the whole rear axle over about a foot. The truck had to be towed, couldn't drive it. And we got that all taken care of. But even that accident, not my fault, was on my record for my trucking. So they had to go to bat on that and say, yeah, this accident that was on his report or whatever, because these all get reported. And they don't really care if it's your fault or not. They just don't want you to be against an accident-prone person or something. And I was like, guys, both of these were me getting hit by other people. Like, I don't understand. I'm just not supposed to drive anywhere? So imagine if you got hit in a semi and it wasn't your fault. Well, I did. I got hit in a cement truck. Or if it was your fault, I couldn't imagine what the implications of that are either. But anyways, we just paid IRP and insurance a little bit over $12,000. So got all that redone, and we're in business for another year, guys. Moral of the story. So let's get going. Coming in to Atlanta, we're okay. But everyone leaving Atlanta after work, not so good over there. Dang it. We'll probably catch some of that on the other side of Atlanta when we will be. We're just going around the loop on the top side towards Chattanooga, the 75, and then we'll catch back to the 20 going out, kind of by, what's it called? It was called Magic Mountain out there in California when I grew up. But out here it's called Six Flags over Georgia or something like that. But it's the same kind of thing, same people that own it. But we'll just right past that on the left. I've been here with the Volvo like 3 or 4 times. I think with this truck maybe once. It's like a Walmart, Sam's Club distribution. Well, yeah, let's get through Atlanta. Let's get to that loop. And it's beautiful out here, 86 degrees. But I'm just praying and crossing my fingers and putting good vibes out for the no traffic. Not too much. All right. at the loop. Look at all that traffic over there. Everyone going through. The other loop coming back is merging right there. Man. We go off to the right here, but yeah, lots of trucks coming through Atlanta. Look at the overpass up too. That's where we are going on the opposite way as that overpass coming back down. It's just you really got to book your loads if you're going to Atlanta. You got to think about the time of day. Going into it this way, you're going to be a little better off because of what we're dealing with right now. Not much backup, but if you're going through here in the morning, oh no, opposite. Completely packed all the way through here. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're ever going to Atlanta or any of these big cities out here. So we got a little bit of construction. And it's our turn. Oh yeah, traffic time, traffic time. Nice old school square body on the trailer on the opposite side. Little hot shot car hauler. Somebody got pulled over up there, or they are changing a tire. I don't know, on the off ramp up there. But yeah, this is the interchange for the 75 coming through Atlanta up to Chattanooga. And yeah, I had a broker call me that I've dealt with a lot with the Volvo account that I have, or not that I have, that I've ran. The drop trailer thing, and it's a girl. And I'm trying to be a little bit less transparent on what I do, because T-Dub said, hey, maybe a lot of these brokers and other people who are carriers are watching your channel and kind of like, you know, implementing what you're doing or going after those brokers. So I said, kind of, I don't think so. Maybe but a little bit, but yeah, it makes a little bit of sense. I said, all right, so we'll try and keep that more under wraps. But anyways, this was a different shipper for that same Volvo account. So she said, hey, I need you there at 11 a.m. It's a little bit further. It's not where we live, because where we live, it's across the street. So I'd have to deadhead there. And she said, hey, can you get there by 11 a.m.? And I said, I probably could. Well, like, what kind of rate are we looking at? And this gives me a little insight to margins for brokers, for shippers. So the other one I was doing like 13, 14. I did a couple for, I think that 3 for 14 and 1 for 13. And that was with 2 different brokers, 3 with 1 broker anyways. This is that same broker that I originally found. And this place is quite a bit further from the house. So I said, okay, well, I could probably be there by 11 a.m. because I'm dropping this one tonight. I'll be free in the morning. And she said, what's your rate? And I said, I thought about it. I was like, man, probably like $2,300 if I have to go drop my trailer there for 2-3 days again. Because the other ones, a couple of them were live load, but this was a drop. And I was like, okay, if I have to go deadhead there, then $2,300. And she said, oh, can you please do it for 18? I said, and I had not responded. I was like, thinking about it, and then I said, no, I'm sorry, it's just too much deadhead and fuel and everything else to drop a trailer for 2-3 days for it to be $400 more than the one that's across the street from my house. I said, this doesn't make sense, sorry. Even though I was a little bit closer being over here in Atlanta, but she didn't know that. She didn't know I was going to Atlanta, nothing like that, so she was just expecting me to deadhead there from where I was. Anyways, I just came back like 5 minutes later. She came back like 5 minutes later after I sent that other text, said, oh, I'm so sorry, I already booked it. I told the customer you were good. I'm like, no, I never said I was okay with 1,800. I said, I mean, you guys, I would show you the text messages, but I'm trying to keep it more or less transparent. I'm sorry about that, but I've always been a wide open book, but a lot of people that are successful, they work in silence. You want to keep everything you do to yourself. That's the best way to succeed in life and do better and really keep a positive outlook, keep the karma coming your way. Just work in silence, work the best you can. But as a YouTuber, you cannot really do that. I told T-Dubs that. I was like, it's kind of hard because everyone knows what's going on in my life at all times, which I appreciate. I love you guys being a part of my family, and I love showing you guys that. And also, I get to look back on it when I'm 60 and my boys are gone. I can watch episodes. We already do that right now. There's a little, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the transit name of that train. Anyways, the one in San Francisco is called BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit. So we always like Bart Simpson. That's what it was called, the train like that. I forget what that one's called, something else. Something to do with Atlanta. Anyway, so I'll be able to look back at my kids and all that. I love the YouTube part of it. Same thing with my Facebook posts. It's just little memory time capsules where I can look back and see. We were looking at them the other day. We were playing a little bit of games up there, and Cash wasn't playing. So I put his TV on T-Dub's channel and put on some like 4 year ago Christmas video or 4 years ago at the water park or wherever, just to see even now how much younger my boys were, how awesome that was. And they see themselves like, oh my goodness, like, yeah, that was you, Kyle, when you were 1 year old, barely starting to walk, man. So it was cool to see that. That's why I kind of do it. That's why I do love YouTube. Plus, there goes the train the other way. In the early parts of it, when 2021, 22, all that, when rates were awesome. I was helping people, and I had a couple guys like want to buy me lunch and meet me. And one guy met me in Jacksonville, was getting my tires done. He's like, man, you've helped me so much learn how to, like, I thought I was going to piss off brokers if I didn't take what they were saying to take it for. And this is all going back to this broker that, so anyways, I would always teach people, like, hey, know your worth. There's more in the load. These brokers are just trying to find the cheapest possible qualified or barely qualified carrier to take their stuff. And of course they're going to do that. They're going to put as much money in their pocket as they can. Maybe that got out of hand a little bit. Maybe that's why there's so much fraud. They were taking so many other companies that weren't really good. But it all goes back to this conversation I had with this broker. Would have to deadhead a while. Still a drop trailer for probably 2 or 3 days, but it's always more than that. It's probably 3 days. And I was like, okay, well, 23. And she said, oh no, I thought you could do it for 18. I told the company, I'm like, no, I'm not okay with that. I'm not going at that far deadhead to go pick it up for 18 and then go drive it all out there, leave my trailer out there for 2 or 3 days. So she said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And I said, I would do it for 23. And she said, and I waited a little bit longer. And in that time, I was stopped there at the exit 160 and I was looking for other loads. I've been looking for loads for a while. And I found a Pepsi load of all things, which Pepsi has not worked with me for a couple of years now, saying I don't have any inspections. But this load popped up and I just said, I always email them like, maybe you'll get a different person who's higher up in the ranks and they can override whatever. Didn't even question it. She didn't even say anything about inspections. She just said, what's your rate? And I said, $500. And it was just a short one. It's coming from right where we're dropping, right across the other side of Atlanta towards the house. I'm like, 500. She said, no problem, we can do it. And then she gets on there and she says, your insurance is expiring in less than 5 days, which it expires on Friday or needs to be renewed. And today's Monday, so that's 4 days. So anyways, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to make the decision if I'm going to stay in business or not. But she's like, well, our policy is you have to have 5 days of like lapse time. I'm like, oh, because before the insurance used to be like if you pick up a load on Thursday and your policy expires on Saturday and the load delivers Monday or whatever, then they're like, hey, you have to be covered. And I understand that, but this was different for me. I've never had you have to have 5 days. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got on the phone at that exit 160 and got with my insurance and paid the insurance premium right there. And then it took like 10 minutes to get all approved through Highway. Once again, this is Highway. Like, she would not just take my certificate of insurance from Progressive and say you're good to go. She said you have to upload it to Highway. Highway has to approve you. I'm like, wow, Highway's trying to rule the whole trucking game now. But anyway, so I did all that. And in the meantime, I got that load. So everything was updated, everything was done. Then that other broker comes back and says, this is all going back to the drop trailer. I said, I would have done that for like 2,300. She said, okay, well, I'll do it. We can do it for 2,300 then. I'll just take a little bit less on this one. I'm like, a little bit less? That's $500. Like, what are you talking about? So they're really trying to push. She was trying to make, she was probably still keeping 100 or 200 herself. So she's trying to make $600, $700, $500 more off the load. I'm like, my goodness, this is why carriers are going out of business. You're keeping a trailer for 2 or 3 days and trying to pocket, well, what, $600 on a $1,800 load. That's 25%. So it's like, what? That's crazy. But she said, yeah, we can do it 2,300. I'm like, sorry, I already booked another load. I'll probably be done with that one because it picks up early in the morning and it goes just across Atlanta. I said, if you really want to, if you need me, I'll do it for 23, but I wouldn't be able to be up there for till the mid-afternoon, early afternoon, because I'll be done with this drop tomorrow morning, probably, I don't know, 11 a.m. at the best. So I was like that. She's like, well, I'll let you know, but yeah, they want it to be 11 a.m. picked up. And I was like, okay, well, just keep in mind. She's, I'll let you know in the morning, see what they say. So obviously she didn't cover it, but it was just mind-boggling to me that the $500 extra that I would have done. She's like, yeah, okay, we can do it. I'm like, so you were trying to take me for another 500 or find somebody else, or even more than that? Because she said, she didn't say she was taking a loss, she said she'd take less. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. What in the world, guys? We really need the brokers. I know it's a long rant, but like that just instills in my brain like they've been just cherry picking all these carriers, whoever drives to the bottom the first, whoever gets lower than the next guy first. And that's what T-Dubs is saying. Like, hey, these guys are probably seeing the good rates you're getting and coming in, finding that broker underneath you or who has that account and just taking it for 200, 100 bucks less, because it's always going to be the less, because that puts more money in the broker. And as owner operators, you need to try and produce as much money as you can for yourself, because I think a lot of these guys maybe go rent a truck or buy a truck or whatever, or lease a truck, and they think, oh, this is enough money. You have to make more money than you think to be able to save money in case you get that $40,000 Cummins overhaul or that blown out rear end that takes all your airlines out on your truck. There's so many really expensive things that can take you out in this business. So you got to make enough to save, not only to cover your bills, but also to save for those rainy days. And that's what it's all about. So anyways, that was just a little enlightening, eye-opening thing for me. And I'm going to cut it there. Looks like, I think they're just taking a little break, waiting for, there's 2 trucks right here on the right. When all their day cabs, I don't think that they would be George Southern Transportation. One, oh, he's out of his truck. Maybe the other guy hit him or he hit him. I don't know. The other one's a flatbed. And it's a sleeper, and there's no one in that truck either. So I don't know. Unless they're in the sleeper together. Who knows? But yeah, that was a little eye-opening thing for me about that load. And who knows? We might still get it tomorrow. I don't mind dropping my trailer for that area that I'm going to down to Volvo again. It's not that far. But your trailer will be there for 2-3 days. So I'm rambling. Let's get through. But I have Atlanta traffic to ramble with you guys through. But that's the kind of stuff that will drive owner-operator like myself insane when I'm bidding on loads. And they're like, no, I run this all the time. Like this load, they said, oh, we're never going to take more than 600 on this. But they gave it to me for 1,000 the week before. Sure, that was the week of after 4th of July, but I got it for 800 today. Like, it's just crazy. They just want to push, and it probably is $1,000 load. And they want 400 out of it. It's insane, guys. So, done ranting. I'm going to find a gear. There's a good one. And that car has a big old dent inside of it. The one that's right next to me on my left has a big old like gash, like someone's tire went right to their door. I'm gonna get over here to here, unload this product, and yeah, after this the map shows, it only shows red right here, and then it's all blue. If you use the Apple, blue is good, yellow is not so great, and red is bad. So it's all blue after this. Let's get past it. It's only the right side that these right 2 lanes are going to Chattanooga. If you stay these left ones, you're going through down towards 75 again, going south to Florida, or 20 going out towards Alabama. So, all right, that was a long clip. Sorry, I'll close this video up later, guys. But if you're a carrier out there, you really need to know your numbers. And if you think, oh, that's enough money, I'll after fuel, I'll make $300-400. No, you need to be making some good money to cover not only your expenses but your savings for future stuff. I have a white Freightliner right next to me on the right. He's probably halfway down my trailer right now with the nose of his truck, but I just passed him and everyone's getting in front of him. I don't know why he's going so slow. But I don't know if it's that safe. Like, you're supposed to have your mirrors clean and of course be able to see everything around you, but his right side or left side, driver's side curtain where you would sleep on your window is just completely closed. That's not very safe for driving. I understand there's maybe some sun in your eyes or something, but it's probably a violation right there to have your curtain completely closed where you can't even look at your left mirror. I don't know, but he's staying back there too. South Carolina plates, can't really see the name of the truck, but it's got green numbers on it, and he has 2 big gulp cups stuck on his dash. Probably not a good sign either way. Good luck with the window closed, man. There's not even any sun right now, so I think maybe he forgot, or he just doesn't want anybody looking at him. Maybe he's picking his nose. I don't know, but we're almost through the traffic. That's the best thing. Positive vibes. I need you guys' honest opinion on that right now. I'm gonna find a gear. Is that legal right there to throw a jet ski on a tire, a couple tires, with some straps? I am surprised that has made it through Georgia. Mike, I don't think that's very safe. It is a little beat up jet ski, has some damage to the left side, but it's still a nice ski, but my goodness. GTI SE 130, 130 horsepower, oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. All right, Maryland stickers on it. So it might have been coming all the way from Maryland down to here. Whoa. Well, I got to a couple of way stations. Either way, that must be legal to put it on the top of the trailer like that. Who knows? So all of this backup was construction. Okay, makes sense now. I was like, why are we stopped like this for so much? But they took out the 2 right lanes. So yeah, makes everybody have to merge a little bit. Chucking up that road. It looks like the lanes we're on, these 2 have been redone. The other 3 on the right, the 4 on the right, they are in the process on a Monday. Oh, man. Now they're laying it down, though. A little bit of that movie Cars with Mater making sure that, what's his name, Lightning McQueen doesn't get the road done the wrong way. Oh, yeah. Finally made it to the 20. That keeps going down. It's a big loop. If you've never been to Atlanta, a lot of big cities have loops around them. Kind of for the semis, for the commercial vehicles, all that stuff. You really got to get on your horse off this off ramp because it's straight uphill. After that, oh yeah. Merges down to 1 and then it's uphill. Not a giant mountain, but a pretty big climb hill all the way up. There was one guy, poor guy was hood pop, pouring coolant in there. Probably got his motor a little hot or he's getting ready for a rebuild. Coolant is your biggest kind of indicator for a rebuild, eating oil and coolant. So keep track of those things. We've stayed or exited this road a couple times, Lithia Springs, for dropping, but we're going a little bit further, about 15, 20 miles further. And yeah, we should be there right on time, about half an hour, 45 minutes early. Looking like a beautiful sunset. We are here, guys, within 2 miles. Let's go ahead and get this off the truck. We will go ahead and advance over to our next pickup in the morning, which is about 20 miles from here, and shut it down for the night. Oh, yes. I did get a chicken sandwich from that Flying J, guys. I highly recommend not doing that. That was one of the worst chicken sandwiches I've ever had in my life. I couldn't even finish it, so. All right, Rica, Walmart's. Building something new right here to the right. Breaking ground on it, at least. And I have been here a couple times. Not only at Walmart, a couple, like, 2 different places over here. There's a turn right, turn left. There's some, like, copper piping area. A little bit of a industry over here, for sure. Let's close this video out once we get here. Gonna be a pretty sunset. All right, okay. We are here. It's down here on the very end on the right. We're about a half an hour before appointment time, which is what Walmart loves. You can't check into Walmart more than an hour ahead of your appointment. Not happening. So we're right in that middle sweet spot where we're right before their appointment, but not too early. This is new, I think, on the left. I don't remember there being a bunch of boom lifts and excavators right here. But on the right, I recognize this. Good old Wally World. That's a nice Pete right there. I like that color. That's different. Do not stop here. Pull forward. Use all 3 lanes. All right. Got Swift backing in and a couple Walmarts moving around. Grab paperwork and go back there. Probably gonna check our seal. Let's go. That is a pretty color on that Pete, right? Hello. My appointment's on the 23rd. It's supposed to be tonight at 8:15. And that's for whatever number they gave you?
Yo, I'm going by your PO number. That's what we go by here. This PO number right here.
Okay. All right, well, I'm not staying here till the 23rd, so I guess...
You will have to call your dispatcher to see can they reschedule, or maybe they can get you in earlier.
You're 100% sure? Can I get any kind of sign off on there saying appointment not till 23rd? Anywhere? Just
you can take a picture of this. This is all I have.
Okay, take a picture of that. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. Waste of resources. I'll try and get hold of them, see if anybody answers over there, see what we're doing. This ruins our load for tomorrow now too, but she said we don't have a delivery till 23rd. And she said the best you can get is a picture of her little check-in thing right there. So, all right, and on top of that, it took me about, I was standing there at the window for about 3 or 4 minutes before she even opened the window and talked to me. It was just kind of crazy. And then she didn't even say nothing to me. I said, hey, how you doing? No response. But our appointment's not till the 23rd, so one for the books, guys. Good old trucking. You never know what to expect, but you kind of sometimes expect FUBAR, if you know what I mean. All right, we'll get on the phone with this brokerage, see what's going on. Oh yeah, just got off the phone with the broker, Magellan, and I'm parking the truck right now because I'm just gonna go try and talk to somebody in the office. Say, look, I'm gonna have to return this because it doesn't deliver for 2 more days. That is ridiculous. And so I called her. She's like, yeah, well, you can't talk to anybody or reschedule that or even figure out if we can take it earlier than that till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I said, well, my next load picks up at 7 a.m. right out here. So mind-boggling, guys. You finally get a load after like all this, and this is what you get. My goodness. And you can see right here, it delivers today. That's what it says for the broker, at least. Maybe they gave me the wrong pickup number, the wrong load number, whatever. I'm not leaving until I walk up and try and talk to somebody in the warehouse, at least, because I'll just go home tonight and get my trailer unloaded tomorrow at the shipper, because it just makes no sense to sit here for 2 days. Not at all. Alrighty, wish me the best, guys. But on that note, guys, big old girl's parked. I'm gonna see what I can do here. If you want to figure out what happened on the next episode, you will surely know. But if they don't take it tonight, we'll take it back home. Waste of resources. No leeway, especially with Walmart. They don't care. It doesn't, if what it says on the appointments, what it says on the paper, that's what it is. Doesn't matter if someone messed up or if they probably messed up. So it's going to be normally in a good market when they needed trucks, they would, like, I had one from Florida one time that was sinks, like bathroom sinks. And the guy at the receiver told me, oh yeah, we don't want these, but we'll take them for a cheaper price. I'm like, I don't control the price of what you're paying for these things, man. I'm just delivering them to you. But the broker, I think it was C.H. Robinson, paid for me the exact same amount I paid to go down there, which was like $2,600 to go all the way back. Something like that. I forget what it was, but it was a great paying load, but a complete waste of resources. So sometimes trucking does that to you. It sucks that it's the first load that I've taken since I've dropped $12,000 being in trucking again. Stuff like this, if this happened right before I had to pay for trucking, I probably would have been even more inclined to just be like, let's get out of this. This is not worth it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been there before. I'm sure a lot of you guys got out of it because of stuff like this. Because it drives you insane. Just waste of resources, waste of time, waste of everything. But yeah, that's it. God bless you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Listen to me ramble, hang out with my family a little bit, and we'll see what we do with this load on the next one. God bless you.